Welcome back to another episode here with the Millennial Group. Today, we are going to dive into what's happening in the luxury market in the Portland metropolitan area. We're going to talk about some of the active listings, the pending listings, what months of inventory is looking like, as well as what the sales price are for those homes that are on the market from any given price range. So we'll dive from $1 million all the way down to $5 million plus, let you guys know what you can expect if you're planning to put your luxury home on the market in the next coming months. So Dina, let's start us off with the homes ranging in the $1 million price range.
So in that $1 million price range, we are looking at 95 active listings right now on the market versus the pending ratio, which is 38.9%. That lets us know that there are 37 pending listings versus that 95 that were active. So 37 of those are currently pending. And then we have 2.6 months of inventory, which we've explained before, but this means that if we were to stop putting houses on the market today, we would only have 2.6 months of inventory left before we completely run out. So that's what that number means. And then we have the average original list price of homes, which started off at about just under 1.1 million. And then the average sales price being just a little over $1 million at $1,032,000. So that lets us know that homes are selling for about 97.4% of list price in that price range, with an average days on market being 100.
Great. So the $1 million price range, it looks like we're starting to get more inventory coming on, which is great. God knows that we need it. And we're going to dive a little bit into what's happening for homes that are on the market for $2 million to $2.1 million. Now, we have 5 active listings right now throughout the Portland metropolitan area, with one of those homes being pending. So we're looking at a 20% pending ratio. At this point, usually once we start creeping above $1 million, we usually start to notice that the pending ratio kind of decreases and fluctuates a little bit. And from that, we know that the original list price for homes that are priced around $2 million are a little over $2, so it's $2,084,500. And by time they're set to close, these homes are closing at $1.99 million. So we're looking at a 96.5% sales to list price ratio. Obviously, not terrible, but it lets you know in this current market, with interest rates being where they're at, buyers, especially in the luxury market, are starting to realize that they can negotiate a little bit more. So when you put your house in the market, you want to be realistic. They'll give you less time on the market, because right now for the $2 million price range, we're looking at 54 days, which again, isn't terrible. That's great time. That's a little bit over a month, a little under 2 months. But again, if you want to get a quick turnaround, you want to price it competitively so you can get more activity going into your home if you're at that price point. So we're going to dive a little bit now into the $3 million price range, and we'll let Dina take over there.
In the $3 to $3.5 million price range, we are looking at 19 active listings on the market right now, with 3 of those pending, which lets us know that it's around 15.8%. Months of inventory is 6.3. And then average sales price when first listed was just under 3.3 versus at the time of the sale that went down to just under 3.1. So the exact number is $3,051,000, which lets us know that those homes are selling at about 95.1% of list price, with 113 days on the market, which again still isn't bad in that price range.
No, I think the market overall isn't terrible. It really is a matter of having your agent kind of coach you through how to price appropriately so that you can get the traction that you need, and also ultimately get to the closing table, which is what we all want, right? It's a win-win-win opportunity for all if you price competitively in this market. It's such an interesting market. For the $4 million price range, we have 5 listings on the market right now. This is by the way, this is last week's data. So we get this information every week to keep us updated on what's happening. We currently do not have any pending listings in the $4 million price range, which is ultimately what I was explaining earlier to you guys. You know, the higher in the price range you get, the pending ratio does go down a little bit, which is fine. It doesn't mean you're not going to sell your house. It just might take a little bit longer. So the original list price for the 4 million price range, we're looking at 4,447,500 is the average. And by time someone sells their home that originally listed around that price point, they're selling for 90.9% of their list price, which puts us at 3,862,000. So again, you want to price it competitively. You want to leave that opportunity to get an offer. So price it competitively the first time. And finally, the average days on market is 148 days for the homes that did close over the course of this is based off the course of 6 months in this price range. A little bit longer, but we're not talking 2008, 2009, 2010 here. We're not looking at 11 months of inventory or anything crazy like that, or 200, 300 days on market. So with a little patience and a little negotiation, you'll get where you need to be. And finally, we're going to talk about 5 million plus. My favorite number. We like $5 million listings, don't we?
Oh, of course we do. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? All right. And finally, we're talking about the 5 million plus price range here in the Portland metropolitan area. Currently, we have 18 listings on the market for sale, with 2 of them pending, putting us at a list to pending ratio of 11.1%. We have 9 months of inventory and the $5 million plus range. Again, the higher the price point, the longer the months of inventory, and sometimes the less pending ratio. If we're looking at what the average home is selling for in the $5 million plus range, we have $7,050,000 as the average sale list price. And the average sales price is $6,608,800, which puts us at 93.7% for the list to sales price ratio. Now, the juicy part here in this statistic is that for the homes that have sold, their average days on market was 99 days, which is great. It's under 100. It's just a little over 3 months, so it's not that long. Again, competitive pricing, great exposure, great marketing will give you those great results that you're looking for in that price point. Now, we did not have the opportunity in this video to dive into price points between, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and 4s. Of course, there's 4.5, there's 5.5, but we wanted to just give you the specific data for starting at each starting price point. But if you have a feeling that you're planning to put your home on the market and you have a feeling that it's going to be priced a little bit higher than $1 million or a little bit higher than $2 million, and you want to get those specific statistics, feel free to get in touch with us. We are more than happy to give you the data, more than happy to give you a more specific valuation for your home, and ultimately tell you what it will take to get to the closing table. Until next time, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon.